Welcome back to another episode of Just Jossin' Around. My guest today, Chris Bottum.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm so happy you've made it on. I know we had to reschedule, but it's happening nonetheless.
It is happening, and I'm excited to be here.
I always see you. You're always doing stuff. You're busy. You're booked and busy.
I try and be. Otherwise, I just sit alone with my thoughts, and that's never great.
And your cute dog.
And my giant dog.
Giant dog named Tiny. How's Tiny doing?
He's great. He's old. He's a senior, so he just lays around and drools and gets up when it's time to eat.
That's the life.
It is.
That's what we all work towards.
It's the easiest way to have a dog. People tell me about their puppies, and I get so exhausted.
Yeah, I want a dog that's seen everything already. It's been aged.
Yes. I got Tiny when he was 5, so he'd already lived most of his adult life.
Without you?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's living with you to retire now.
Yep, it's a retirement home, and I'm practically an 80-year-old in a 30-something's body, so it's great. We're perfect for each other.
I love that. I'm so glad you're on. I've been wanting to ask you, so I know you've been doing shows with Backswing Brewing Company. I know it's 1031 Bison Group. Please explain the name. I don't understand the name.
Everybody asks that. It means nothing.
Perfect.
Me, Reed, and Austin had met a few times writing sketches. We wanted to do a sketch show. And we met at Hardy downtown. And we floated like 45 to 50 names for our group in our group chat. Nothing landed. We hated them all.
Yes.
Nobody could think of anything that anybody else liked. And then it turns out that Hardy Coffee's address is 1031. And their logo is a buffalo. Yep. Yep. So 1031 Bison came up.
Okay. Wow. That's fun.
Yeah. And it works because people always ask about it. So it's like, we're in their brains. You're a little curious about it.
Yes. It's good. I feel like improv group names are, along the same line as like coming up with like an indie band name. The more random, the better.
Yeah,
it keeps people's interest.
Whenever a team forms, it's like an exciting 2 weeks where you're just like, okay, what's our name gonna be? What do we do? Let's pitch. Let's have a whole meeting. For
a while, like me and some other comics, we started a sketch group. Our name right now is Cheeks. But for like the first few months, we were just Untitled Sketch Group. I was like, we should just go with this. This is great.
Just leave it. Yeah.
But with the improv group that you're doing at Backswing, how does that show run? I've never been to see it. So tell me about it.
So that is, we look at it as an intro to improv show. So most of the improv in Omaha takes place in downtown at Backline or in Blackstone at the Blackstone Theater. So we wanted to bring something out west because I can't tell you how many times I've pitched shows to people and they're like, I don't like the park down there. I don't want to go downtown.
Seriously.
Please don't make me. So TJ from Backswing is neighbors with Reed.
TJ. Are they really neighbors?
Yeah, I think they're neighbors.
I did not know that.
Yeah, very convenient for us.
That is so convenient. Okay.
And so he offered us a performance slot. It turned into like a monthly thing. But we do a short form first, which is like Whose Line Is It Anyway style improv. Yeah. People are familiar with that. They feel comfortable with it. And then after we do like 45 minutes of that, we'll do 20 to 25 of long form, which is more like producing a small play in the moment. It doesn't always make sense. It doesn't flow like a play, but it's a little more artsy than short form. And people will come to the back line for shows and they don't know what they're getting into. And then they're like, this is fucking weird. What? So we draw them in with the easy stuff first, and then get them
into the. That's awesome. Like, are you getting like a lot of repeat people coming back, or are you pulling new crowds?
At first, so our first shows, we had like 45 and 50 people in there, which was great.
Holy crap, that's insane.
Yeah, a lot of friends and family, as is the case with a lot of improv. But some people, TJ would advertise on Eventbrite and Facebook, so a few people off the street, and then. Lately, it's been a mix. Crowds have been smaller. It's cold. Nobody wants to come.
Oh my, yeah. I just did a show on Sunday, and it was like my car got stuck like literally 5 minutes before the show. I had to have a friend come get me, but like there was barely anyone there. But still, like the people that turn up in the cold for live entertainment of any kind, I'm like
they want to
laugh.
Kisses.
Yeah. Like I love all of you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Please performing to what's the smallest crowd you've performed in front of?
Oh my! I think honestly. The smallest crowd has been just the other people that were on the show.
Yeah.
I did it's called Gray's Keg in Lincoln. hellhole. I bartended there too. It was so terrible. But I went there. It was a free show. And then, yeah, it was just the people in the audience were people who were also on the show.
Yeah.
And I remember just speaking into the void for 10 minutes. So hungover. And then immediately after my set, I threw up in the bathroom.
Oh, great. Great.
What about you?
Similar, without the throwing up.
Okay, perfect.
So improvisers, you always get the speech like, okay, go watch the other teams.
Yes.
You got to be out there. 'Cause sometimes the crowds are really small. But the smallest was it's like the week before Christmas. It was cold. It had snowed. And we were in the arena, and there was like a team of 6 of us. And the only people in Austin, Dunham was on the team with me. He's also 1031 Bison. His parents came. And that was the only audience. And maybe Reed's wife, I think, too. So there was 3 people in the audience, all with our team. So, yeah. And the thing about improv is you don't know, it's stand-up, you don't know what lands if you don't get the feedback. And improv can be so silly and stupid, and so you'll do something that's just ridiculous, and you're like, was that really bad? Or I
can't tell. I'm just going to keep going. That's so funny. There was she does improv and stand-up in Des Moines. Name's Ellie Whistler, but she came to the, what is it called? Oh, a big canvas, Blackstone Theater now. But she said there was no one in the crowd, and they still made them do improv.
Oh, no.
Just like, that's torture. That's really mean, I feel like.
It is. Look, if it's less than 5 people, I will be like, we can cancel.
That's an option.
There's refund buttons on those ticket machines. Please.
Let's hit them.
Don't make me do it. Please.
You brought up TJ.
I love TJ.
You love TJ. I have a love-hate relationship with TJ, leaning more towards hate, and I hope he sees this. Just kidding. I don't know. We tried doing it was a heckle mic at Backswing. Did he shit talk it to you?
No. I was just thinking about why I don't do stand-up is because stand-ups are so mean to each other. Yes. I can't take it.
It was so unfortunate. So like TJ was wanting to fill in something for Thursdays at the Omaha location. And so I was like wanting to do an open mic, but I was like, I'm not doing it. Like a regular open mic is miserable enough. And the people who have to sit through that, God bless them. But we did a heckle mic, and it was going to be me and Lauren, like co-hosting it. And then I double booked myself. So we had another comic fill in. And I mean, TJ's complaints were that, number one, no one was drinking or whatever, but also that someone had like shit all over the bathroom. And I was like, I don't know if it was any of the comics. I don't want it to be any of the comics. But that was like the number one complaint that I heard. He was like, someone shit all over the bathroom.
We're never doing a heckle mic again. Yeah. So many shit everywhere. That's it.
But yeah, I also heard that there were like, the slurs that were being tossed around, it just wasn't for Backswing.
Yeah, I get that. It scares me, that kind of stand-up crowd, like being mean to each other, roasts. Could never. I could never.
Even me, I don't roast. I've been booked on roast shows, and I will drop roast shows because I'm too sensitive.
Yeah, same.
And also, like, my roasts are like if I'm roasting someone, I'm like, oh, you look like you're really good at couponing. Like I like
the like soft punch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I'm afraid I would be too mean and would never, and I would feel guilty. I'm very observant. I'm very observant. I like to read human behavior.
My gosh.
I think it would get too personal. But then also, if somebody said anything about me, it would be a crisis of confidence. I would have to schedule an extra therapy session.
Immediate spiral.
Yeah.
No, that's why I can't take it. I remember I was on this roast show, and I wrote all the roasts. And then the day of, this girl who did stand up, I feel like she kind of favored me in looks. So I was like, it'll be fine. Just go, take my jokes, do it. She made it almost to like the final round, but like she told me some of the roasts that people had wrote for me, but that told her. And even like secondhand hearing it, I was like, I can't handle this.
Too mean. I have a certain image of myself. You are attacking it.
Yes.
Please don't.
I can't. I'm just not into roasting. The only kind of roasting that I really enjoyed was
it's from a crock pot. Yeah.
I mean, this weather recently, it's been me and my crock pot against the world. That's
against the world. Yes.
If I didn't have that thing, I'd be screwed. But the roast, have you met Serenity Doherty?
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with her, but I've seen her around.
Nice.
That's how I feel about most of the stand-up community. I know all of you, but I've never talked to you.
I've had like encounters with the improv people. Like it's always been like whenever it's Comedy Fest, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking. Oh my gosh. I literally was thinking about where were we at for the after the.
Oh, I was real. That was Saturday night, so that was the last big night.
Yes,
of the
and it
fest.
was my birthday.
And it was your birthday. That's right. I was cutting loose just because all the stress of it was gone, and then you were cutting loose.
I was very loose.
It was good. I was so glad in that moment that I had a hotel room across the street. So glad.
I think Lauren was my DD that night, and I think she was aggravated.
Yeah.
I definitely bought because it was like that, like at midnight. It was my birthday, so I was like, haha, buy me shots. I got so drunk, but I remember having so much fun playing whatever improv game that was on the dance floor. We were doing like the basketball or something.
Oh, it was improv. I love it. It was a pretend basketball. And we were shooting it and passing it, and that was it. And it was just in the middle of the slow downs pit
with their dance floor,
with people dancing. Yeah,
I think that we should get rid of nightclubs that have improv, like dance clubs, nightclubs instead of dancing. I enjoyed that way more.
It was fun.
That was fun.
Context matters for that. So people, when they get into improv, they're really excited about it. They're like, this is fun. I have this new crew.
Yes.
It's very supportive. So I made fast friends with people in my group, and my parents went out of town, and so we had a house party at their house. I was in my late 20s. And we were playing improv games, but like half of the attendees weren't from improv, and it was not as fun. It did not land like it did at Slowdown. Yeah.
That's funny. I think that improv games should be more incorporated into everyday lives. I think it's great. They're great icebreakers. And also I'm like, especially in that situation, I was like, I don't really dance. I mean, I'll shimmy, you know?
Yeah.
I do a little mom dance.
From what I remember of that dance floor, it wasn't totally packed either.
No, it wasn't.
So
if you were dancing, people were seeing you.
People were seeing you. I had that thought the next day. I was like, oh, I'm on the organizing team, and like all these people are in town, and I was not composed. I was
you were loose.
I was loose.
Good.
Yeah.
Being loose is important. That night was so funny, especially because like there was a woman who was in charge, and she was going around. I didn't have a badge with like my name or anything on it because I got like thrown on a show last minute, and I didn't even think I was going to be there for the fest. And so they're going around for the after party, like checking bags and stuff, or badges. And I didn't have mine. And then she comes up to like our table of comics, and she's like, "Who are you?" to like Lauren. And one of the other comics goes, "That's Lauren Vanna." She's like, "I still don't know who that is." But like being so like, I don't know who that was. I don't know if she was part of the organizing team or just the staff there, but
probably staff.
I mean,
Slow Down.
I was like, I'm staying. They will have to carry me out. I'm not leaving.
Yeah. You're just looking in the windows in the downpour. It was downpouring that night.
It was raining.
Wet.
Yes. Smelling like wet towel, moldy towels.
Oof.
God. But that night was so fun. I always, I feel like that's when I see you the most is like Comedy Fest season. Because I mean, you're in that bitch. You're running it.
Yeah, I'm on the team. I'm not the guy. I'm on the team.
The team. Yeah. I mean, that's still...
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot. It's a good group.
Whenever I look lost, I just like, where's Chris? I need help.
Usually I'm like lurking up in the back room at the back line, just like looking down on everything. I did this.
Yeah, that has to be so satisfying. I'm so excited for this upcoming one because, I mean, I heard that Backswing got added as a venue, right?
Where,
or no?
I don't know about... I don't know about... that yet.
TJ's full of shit. All right.
I think we've reached out, so we're like connecting, talking sponsorships and stuff too.
Oh,
so,
sick. Okay.
Yeah, to be determined.
To be determined.
It's early. We pushed it back this year. And we haven't talked about an official announcement, but the last weekend of September. So it's gonna be some fall, late summer, early fall weather.
I will say I did love having it during the summer. Like, because, like, you know, just, I mean, September, it'll probably still be good weather.
Yeah.
But, like, just being outside and just shooting the shit is the best. That's the best part.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that's kind of the shitty part about winter here. You can't stand outside the back line, and you can. You'll just be shivering and cold.
Oh my gosh. I saw this post that was like, the winter is going to reveal who like the true smokers are. And I agree. I'm like, I will fake smoke in good weather. I'll be a part of the crew. But when it comes to, this weather, it's just not worth it.
No.
Not worth it.
No, my lungs are pure in the winter. Untainted.
So, do you teach improv, or?
I'd like to do it more.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who've been in the community for a long time, so there's not much space at the back line.
Sure.
And I could like recruit people on my own and host a workshop in my basement, but I'm kind of lazy about that stuff.
Well, it seems like you do 50,000 different things, so it's like.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I can charge people a lot of money for it, so it's attractive in that front.
Yeah.
But I'd like to teach more. I did a workshop for high school students. They're in some summer camp a few years ago.
Nice.
That was nice. Done a few level 1 fill-ins here and there, but nothing too crazy. I'd like to.
That would be cool. I just saw you. Did you just come back from? Were you touring with an improv group or something?
Yeah, this year I started with MI Productions. They're based out of LA. It's a college tour.
Okay.
So this was my first year on that. I had a show actually this coming Friday. I was supposed to go up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in January.
That sounds frigid. Okay.
Yeah, but my touring partner caught COVID, so they canceled it.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah, so Tiny's gonna be stuck with me all weekend. I don't have any plans.
Tiny will love it.
He will. Fine. We'll just be on the couch. It'll be great.
But yeah, I that looks so cool. So you go to college campuses and you're doing?
Yeah, there's a few shows. So 2 of them are they call them edutainment. One's sexual assault awareness, and one's drinking. No, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
such those topics are, they're not light. They're heavy.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
Some of the shows the kids are required to be there. My first shows, so I was doing the sexual assault show, the C word, consent. And it sounds, I know that the stereotype of these is that's so corny. Yeah. Nobody likes that. But they're actually pretty fun shows to do. But my first show was at this university in North Carolina, and it was totally new money. This was a rich school. We're walking on campus. It's 1,000 degrees out, and we go to their student center, and there's this Las Vegas style resort pool just outside their student center. Just some tall, beautiful girls in bikinis just hanging out. And I was like, this is not where I went to school. This is very different. But the shows were 3 shows in one night. In this old school, looked like Monticello, Thomas Jefferson architecture, 500-seat arena, packed. They required all their freshman class to be there.
Wow.
So, but I'd never performed in front of 500 people before.
That's
so that was
an insane crowd.
Really cool. The roar was awesome. They seemed into it. I think half of them were drinking before, so they were a little rowdy. Yeah.
Pre-gaming a seminar like that is insane, or an improv. That's insane to do.
Yeah. It's just a wild. I'll look back on this in 20 years and be like, that was a wild experience. It's weird, bizarre.
It makes for good stories, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Do you do any acting or?
A little bit. I've been trying to get into it more.
Yeah.
So far, my main credit, Tevra Pets, this company out of Lincoln.
Okay.
And they make, they look for stuff that's not patented yet, and they try and produce products. So I did.
Interesting.
Yeah, a commercial for them. I'll be on some packaging. It's
Let's go.
Yeah, it's little deodorant sticks. You twist the dial and deodorant comes up, but dogs lick it, and it's supplements and stuff. So the whole shoot was me it was a friend who got me in, a friend's dog, just holding it, feeding it this thing. They're just taking pictures and videoing. It was great. So
that's fun.
Yeah, not acting, but it was great. I love being in front of a camera.
Yeah, love the attention. Yes. That's so cool. I don't know why. I think maybe I was crossing wires with something that Reed Campbell, a project he had done recently with a movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think because you guys are in the group, I was like, Chris obviously was a part of that.
Yeah. No, I wish. It was a short film for the New York Film Festival.
Yeah.
They won top prize.
Yes.
And so they're going to Lisbon, Portugal in March to compete.
Insane.
And if they win that, they go to Cannes. Cans. I don't know. That's the big one.
Lingo, but
yeah.
No, that sounds very impressive. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Also, a little birdie told me. So you, sorry, I'm derailing the convo again, but I hear you're dipping your toes into the music bingo industry.
I am.
I need to talk about this.
Yes.
Not a podcast episode goes by that I cannot bring up music bingo. It is something I'm really passionate about.
Great. I'm excited to start it.
Yes.
Okay, so Cross Strain Brewing
Yes.
is downtown now. They wanted to start one on Thursday nights, and there's this website out there called the Improv Network, and it's just a nationwide thing. I don't know if they still update it or use it. The Omaha Comedy Fest used to take submissions through there. Now it's a Google form, but it used to be through here. So you'd sign your team up, put your email in, pay your money there, and you're in the fest or whatever. Some guy reached out to me randomly on Facebook and said, I found you on the Improv Network. I'm like,
That's so
what? Okay. And yeah, so I got offered, and then it was really confusing because I saw the post on the comedy page Facebook group, and I was like, I already signed up for that.
Yeah.
What? Is this a scam?
Oh, he posted that after?
Yeah, it was a different guy too.
Okay.
So I'm guessing they're like business partners.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I know my boss reached out to me. I don't know if
Elliot?
Yeah, did he reach out to you?
Yeah, he texted me yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to ask you a lot of questions about it to see if you'd be a good fit. I'm already going to say yes, to join the crew too. So
I know he was like he texted me. He goes, "Do you know Chris Bottum?" And I was like, "Crazy you say that. I am having him on my podcast tomorrow." I'm so excited. Music bingo is something that it's my passion.
It also sounds really easy.
It is insanely easy. It's so silly. I think I have gotten into I'm spoiled. It is very easy, and I forget that, and sometimes I get very invested in the game. And then it's like whenever there'll be people maybe heckling me, I'm like, God, I act like the world's ending, and then I'm like, Jossin, you don't do anything. Like it's 2 hours of playing some Rihanna and talking a little bit.
So do they have to know? They have to guess the music?
So they actually, and what's crazy too is they can use their phone. They can look it up.
Oh, wow.
They can use Shazam. So it's like, it's easy on everyone's part.
This is really a trap to make people buy beer. It's what it is.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, I think, sorry to spill the tea on bingo, but it's like, the length of the game keeps them in there and keeps them buying drinks. But at the same time, like if you're winning bingos, you're probably getting free drinks. Yeah. I don't know. I recently did, it was Dolly Parton's birthday bingo for Tiny House.
Nice.
And I made the entire playlist.
Oh.
It was so much fun. I will never ever be able to play that playlist anywhere else because it's so like it's very like queer, femme. Like it's so like
it's very specific.
It's so specific. I'm like, if I tried to play this at like a dive bar, I would get tomatoes thrown at me. Like no one would be here for it.
Is it pre-made playlists usually?
It is, yeah. Elliot makes all the playlists, but I'm like really trying. He won't hear this, but I am really trying to like. I just want to make more playlists. Like I want to do a Drake night. I just want to do like I'm telling you, if he lets me do some themes, I can get the young people out.
Yeah.
I feel like I could just help.
I would be terrible at that. I think I could put together a good playlist, but it's just stuff I like. Yeah.
No, I had help. I had to collab with like Lauren and Megan a little bit because I was like, this will just be Ariana Grande for 4 hours.
Welcome back to third week of bingo in a row with Ariana Grande.
I love her. Even though Grace, my producer, just told me that she's in hot waters right now.
What'd she do?
Apparently she's a homewrecker.
Oh, wow.
Apparently. It's true.
Oh, this factual?
Yes. I don't know. Grace, all Grace said was, "You haven't heard about SpongeBob?"
She's having sex with SpongeBob?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
And what makes it worse is they had a baby. SpongeBob and his high school sweetheart, they had a newborn baby. And then Ariana came in and snatched him.
Here's my thing.
The guy the voice actor for SpongeBob?
Or
like a guy who...
It was a Broadway musical of SpongeBob.
Ah, okay.
And he played SpongeBob.
It's like, is it a guy who just dresses up at like Disney World as SpongeBob?
I vaguely understand this, but I try to ignore the hate. I ignore the Ariana hate because I mean, I love her. I really do. She makes a solid perfume. She's just got it going on. But maybe I do have a crush on her as well. That's still out there. But I just don't think I haven't seen enough evidence. The only evidence I've been given is a picture of this man's face and that the public eye does not find him attractive. That's what I know.
Ariana's slumming it?
That's what I hear. But, like, honestly, her taste in men has, I mean, over the years, it's getting worse and worse.
I'm so out of the celebrity loop. I don't know a single person she's dated. You could fill me in. I'll listen.
I mean, before it was, I don't even remember the guy she was married to, but, you know, like, Pete Davidson was really...
He looks like a ghoul.
I do not understand the Pete Davidson. I will never. And maybe that's because I have attraction to women, but I don't see the appeal.
I have attraction to all men, and that's not it. That is not it.
I'm like, he looks like someone you would have to, like, you're signing up to be a caretaker.
Yeah. You're like going in to kiss and you just sigh. You're like...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good time. And also, this is not a good place for me to... okay, you know, I am giving my opinions. I don't find him funny. I don't know if you've ever seen his stand-up before.
No, I haven't. I've seen a few SNL sketches.
Yes.
He breaks so easy, and that drives me nuts.
Yes.
Come on.
Unless you are Jimmy Fallon, then I
even more annoying.
Really?
Even more.
You never like which? No, you're kidding.
Look, it first happened, or not first happened, but the first time I came aware of it was the Debbie Downer sketch.
Oh my
Disney
God,
World.
I love the Debbie
so
Downer.
Good.
Yes.
And then I was just doing more Jimmy Fallon research online, and apparently he does it all the time.
Oh yeah.
He just cracks.
I
think
I watched like a compilation. I'm not even kidding. Like this morning of Jimmy Fallon breaking, especially like when he's like with Will Ferrell. Another person that breaks that you don't like.
I like Will Ferrell.
I love.
Will Ferrell was formative in my I'm a dumb teenage boy. Anchorman just came out.
Yes,
Obsessed.
yes.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's formative for me.
He holds a place in your heart. I love Will Ferrell. I mean, my go-to, bringing it back to Music Bingo, when we play Don't Fear the Reaper, I'm always like, this song is damn near perfect.
I like Blue Oyster Cult.
Big fan?
Uh-huh.
Big fan. Lots of that on the bingo playlist.
Really?
Lots of it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this.
God, the playlists are filled. It is just, it's in sync, and it's so much in sync. I mean, whenever some bars really are into it, but whenever, I don't know, Elliot's not going to watch this, but whenever like a playlist happens and then someone doesn't like it, I'm always like, you can just text the number at the bottom of the card and let him know. And it's like Elliot's phone number that's used for like booking. Just to feel like, I don't like this playlist. It's because I want him to have me make some.
Let a girl help out.
I know.
Lighten your load, Elliot.
I know, literally. And also, I'm like, I will attract the youths. Because I understand your demographic you want, but we're in bars. Send me to teeny bop bars. Well, not teeny bops, because that's not the legal drinking age. But you know.
Send Giles into college parties.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Going to frat houses just for music bingo.
Just throwing some improv games.
Yes. Wait, that sounds like so much fun. I really do. I want to do music bingo on my birthday. I want music bingo. I want a bowling party.
I should try and get music bingo in the fest.
That would be so.
That would be a good social event.
It is so great, and like you can give out like comedy fest like stickers, merch, stuff like that. It doesn't have to be crazy. People just love the game, and if you're looking for, I would co-host music bingo with you.
I would love that.
That would be insane. That would be insane. So whenever, I don't know how Elliot's pretty loose. Like if you have any onstage experience or like whatever, he will, let you kind of do your thing. You can give facts during music bingo. Some people want to just hear music facts. I don't really do that. I'm like, we're here to get to know each other. I'm talking to you. We're riffing.
I don't think that's me.
No. What do you think your hosting vibe is?
Laid back. I'm not the star of the show. The show is the star of the show. I'll have some facts. I like facts.
Yes, yeah, facts are good.
Yeah.
I could see you totally being like almost like a radio style music bingo host, popping into the 2000s for these next couple songs. When I don't like a crowd, I slip into that. I just start listing.
That wall.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, hopping genres, going to like. I do not. I don't know. Some people will heckle music bingo. They will.
Bring it on.
Sometimes
this is when I'll use my observations to say something really mean and hurtful.
There it is. That's the perfect way to use it. Because literally, I think it was last week, I had this major headache. I was at a gig, and there's this group that's been coming in, and they meet on Omaha Chill, which it's a meetup group online, which, I mean, they're friendless losers. I'll just say it plainly. They don't have friends, clearly. But they come to my musical bingo event, and they heckle me, and that's how they bond. And I hate that.
Yeah.
But they were straight up, like, booing me, and I was like, I can't.
They do say a common enemy brings people together faster than anything else, and you were the enemy.
I was the enemy. And I was just like, God, you guys are... I can't explain how lame. Like, I'm all for... I want people to have, community and friendships, but... If it involves bullying me,
yeah, not great.
I'm not
That's
into
not a
that.
great look, Omaha Chill.
No, fix it.
Chill somewhere else. Focus on the chill.
I'm so excited. I would love to. I mean, I would come sit in during one of your music bingo games just to see the vibe.
I'll take a break. I'll be like, "This Jocelyn's taking over."
Oh,
I hope I spilled the.
It's just
spilled
ice, ice, baby. Yeah. I'm honestly impressed. I mean, that water's been sitting out for almost 30 minutes, and the ice
some
cubes
cold ice.
I mean, Grace makes a hell of a water here.
Good job, Grace.
She likes to treat the guests.
There actually were bottles of sparkling ice water, like Italian water, and I almost grabbed it, but I didn't want to get in trouble, just in case.
How many?
They were like,
I don't like sparkling, so I'm glad you did it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
safe choice.
give it to me flat.
You said a lot of words that I liked. Italian, sparkling. These are words that
Cold.
I was like,
bottled.
Bottled. I would have enjoyed, but it's okay. That the fridge here, I mean, is filled with. I don't know if it's still filled with beer, but is it? No, they took it out.
I don't think so. No.
Damn it.
Unless they've restocked it.
I mean.
Oh, this is one of those workplaces. Beer in the fridge.
Beer in the fridge. I mean, me and Grace, they had us clear out this closet in the second floor. And the closet, I mean, cases of beer. And we took the beer out to the dumpster. We were smashing bottles. It was very fun. I still have, and then I took a lot of beer home.
Yeah.
And it's in my fridge.
Like, are you going to get to that part of the story?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you just destroyed it all?
We destroyed it all because it was like a year expired.
Oh,
but
I don't think that means anything.
Okay, I agree when it comes to beer, but I think regular beer expires, but seltzers, I think.
Oh,
they're fine.
Carbonation would kind of.
Yeah, and I googled it, and it was like seltzers are cool.
I know it doesn't mean anything for beer because my brother had a housewarming party in 2017, and to this day he'll come over and be like, "Do you want a Bud Light from 2017?"
Oh my god!
Just in the fridge, and they taste fine.
You've survived.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Haven't got sick once.
I don't know why. I think like I have this like placebo effect though with like the seltzers. When I drink them, I feel like I get drunker because they've been. And I think it's placebo.
It's the carbonation.
It
is. It's a fact. It's in the alcohol show that I do.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. I was just going over the script yesterday. That is a fact.
I'm sorry, that really tickled me. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad that you could use that information.
Fun facts. I'm full of them.
I long for moments where I have these like little niche facts that I can present and be like, did you know? Like,
I'm just like an encyclopedia of it. That's just how my brain works. It's like, just remember that. Pull it out at the right moment.
Yes.
You're going to look so good.
And it really showcased itself. Like I recently, I don't really know a lot of facts, but there's just one, okay. Like I learned before my family went to Florida, we were like studying up on the alligator scene, what's going on. So I feel well versed in like how alligators move. And if you are running away from an alligator, the best thing to do is to go in a zigzag. You run zigzag.
Like if somebody's chasing you with a gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's harder
But that
for them
makes
to
sense,
like.
to aim.
Yeah,
And also, if you're running away from an alligator, you don't have. It's not like don't. I mean, it's not. They have very low endurance. They will give up. They will give up, and so it's okay. But you just got to run zigzag. I don't know who I gave that fact to recently, but I was just like, God, that felt really good.
Yeah,
Because
that's a life-saving fact.
And I was watching, and I thought of after I delivered the fact, I was like, I would like to see a video of alligator running. They are fast as hell.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Yeah, they're very fast.
Does that work for crocodiles?
See, I think it would. I think it would. I don't know why there's a difference between crocodiles and alligators. Why? I mean, I get it. One's got a shorter snout or something.
Yeah, that's the fun fact that I know about it. That's the one.
That's the only thing.
Uh-huh.
when we went to Florida, I've eaten alligator. I don't know why I feel the need, but I have. But before I ate alligator, I met an alligator, and it was missing an arm. And then while I was eating alligator, some of the chunks were too big. I was like, it just feels like I'm eating his arm right now. I don't like this. They're cute, though.
Did you eat the alligator at the same place you met the armless alligator?
No, it was a couple miles down.
Okay.
But still too close in proximity.
Yeah, they could be a feeder for the restaurant.
It was so because we ordered it for the table, and then I said that, and like everyone finally was like, yeah, I was thinking it too, and we all just stopped eating it. We were like, and it just also tasted like lake.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
I was going to ask what it tasted like. Was it chewy?
It was actually delightfully soft.
Really?
It's like it's kind of chicken,
Yeah.
but like good chicken.
But chicken that's been dunked in a lake.
Yes, and quite possibly, could have been the severed arm of an alligator. I don't know. It was I don't know. I've tried squirrel.
Oh.
Yes.
I haven't. Where'd you try that at?
My family is just all from the South, Alabama. So just like shoot a squirrel, we fry it.
Okay,
type
that
deal.
tracks. That's where my mind went. I was
Yeah,
like, this is like Missouri, the Ozarks or something.
Yes. This is not. I don't think people do that in Nebraska, or maybe they do in the boonies.
My family is country Nebraska for the most part.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. I don't know though. I'm not the squirrel eating expert. I don't have any facts on that.
Also, tastes like chicken. In case you ever find yourself curious.
How much meat does one squirrel have?
Not a lot. You have to knock down a couple squirrels. You're killing a family at least to get some meat out of him. But I don't know. I'm like I forget that like not everyone is on board with like hunting. My whole I come from like family of hunters, so it's like
I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
I don't like when I see people going to like Africa and killing giant things.
Yes, I agree with
I'm not
that.
gonna eat that.
No.
But the other day, I got all this meat from my parents who bought 1/8 of something, like I think it was a deer.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was a cow. Maybe it was something that wasn't hunted but raised. Anyway.
That seems more cruel. Hunting is like, but raising something, building trust, emotional relationship, and then killing?
I think that there's probably no trust building. I think it's like very mechanical. It's like 1,000 cows. They're resigned to their fate from the very beginning. And they taste great.
I know. I don't know. I love animals, and I went vegan for a day, and then I quit because I was like, I can't. I love them. I care about them, but I'm hungry.
It's natural. Animals eat other animals.
Yeah, they do.
We're animals.
I would not eat.
And again, they're delicious.
Yeah. I would never. You said we're animals. I was like, I would never eat another person. I'm
glad to know where you stand on that.
I just wanted to clarify. I always was haunted by. Did you ever hear? It was like a story a Florida story, but it was like on the news. This guy was on bath salts, and he like ate this woman's face.
Yeah.
Ate this woman's face. That story haunted me. And then Kesha put out that song, Cannibal.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh my gosh. Not on the music bingo list.
I remember that story, and I was like very concerned about the prevalence of bath salts, but
yes, I was like, we have to get rid of these.
Yeah, not in my house.
But I was like, I think maybe it was in like 3rd, 4th grade, but that weighed heavily on me. That I don't know why that scared me so bad, but it did.
I think you had an anxiety disorder.
Yeah. Just thinking about a man in Florida, I'm like, Florida's really close to Alabama. This could happen anywhere.
Oh, did you grow up in Alabama?
I was there for a couple years. Yeah, my family's military, so we bounced around. But originally on my mom's side, everyone was like born and raised in good old Bama. I was honestly gonna wear my Bama sweatshirt today, but I couldn't find it, so I'm wearing Harvard.
Ugh, roll Tide.
Are you go for or no?
No, I'm a Nebraska fan.
Okay, yeah. I've switched Tides. I don't know if that's yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, I was talking about on stage recently Alabama and how Nick Saban like retired. That was like a whole thing. And I mean, no one could give less of a shit about what I was saying. It was like silence, and I was like, wow, if it's not Nebraska, no one wants to hear it.
Nebraskans at this point are just jealous for any success. And Alabama's had so much. You're not going to get a friendly audience. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it was bone chill. I was like, I will move on.
Whoa, this makes me wish it was the 90s again. I hate it here.
I don't know. I don't care about football. I've tried with the fantasy teams and all that. You care.
I do. And I got to say, you don't get validated for that in the improv community for the most part. Nobody talks about sports with me. I read Nebraska football message boards. I don't post. That's the line I won't cross. But I read. That's most of my Twitter follows.
Yeah. Wow. And you know what? That is interesting that you say that because I saw you. I did it was for the Two Average Guys podcast. You were on that.
Yeah. 1031, Two Average Guys, cross-promoted their event. They're doing a live podcast.
Yes.
And we were just color commentary on the game. It was in backswing. It was loud. I don't know if you could hear a single thing that I said.
So funny.
I dressed up like a referee.
I saw
threw
that.
a flag a few times.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that they are doing like collabs like that. I did when they came to Lincoln, we did like the man on the street stuff, and that was fun. I didn't know what to expect going into it, but I was like, I don't have sports questions. I can't help you with sports, but I can try to be funny. And so, like, the first man on the street thing we did, I asked someone if they would let their daughter date Pete Ricketts.
What was the answer?
It was the whole table said no, which I was very impressed.
Well, Pete's pretty old.
He is, but I was like, financially.
Oh.
I was like,
yeah.
Would you let her just take one for the team? Financially. I'm sure Pete's loose and he'll let you have side flings or whatever.
I'm sure he has a whole roster of women he pays money to be around.
I can't. This is
I'm gonna get shut down.
I know. No, I'm gonna get sniped in the middle of the night by Pete Ricketts. That's what's gonna happen.
No, I was busy that day, so I couldn't do man on the street, and I'm glad because the idea of approaching strangers fills me with so much dread.
It was kind of stressful, but also like I don't know. It was not what I was expecting in general, but we were standing outside of the Brewskis in Haymarket, and people were like people were at their tables eating food, and we were approaching them, which I was like, this is a very forward approach. Yeah. They have they're here.
You are intruding. They're having a nice family. This is the first time they've gone out as a family in 2 months.
I'm asking them, yeah.
You're asking, hey, do you want to date would you let your daughter date a mega billionaire?
I think I asked like someone else. I was like, I don't know. I just wanted their opinions on Arby's.
What's your opinion on Arby's?
I love Arby's.
I'm a fan too.
I do not trust people. If you're shitting on Arby's, it's because you're first of all, you don't know how to make choices for yourself. you don't have opinions that are correct, and you have to be a free thinker.
I'm with you on that.
Yes.
I will say I never feel good after I eat Arby's.
It never feels good.
It just feels like a weight is in me. So heavy. But it's like a nostalgia thing. I used to go there with my grandma a lot as a kid. So it's like, oh, grandma, Arby's. I feel like shit.
Immediate turn on feelings. So I will say we are rounding down towards the end of our episode today. We've had quite a few giggles on, and we've plugged a lot of things. There's a lot of things that people can check out and see you live. Backswing.
Backswing.
When's your next show there?
It's like the third Saturday of every month typically, and this February it's the start of Omaha Beer Week.
Oh.
It's that very night, so I think we're going to do something that day at Backswing, but I don't know. Otherwise, February 9th, I have 3 shows at the Backline.
Whoa, back to back?
Yeah.
Damn.
The house team I'm on, Ronda Replay. It's a Rihanna reference. 1031 Bison, I think. Oh, I don't know if this one's confirmed. We might be opening for Dad Jokes. And then me and... Are Carl and I up that night? What's the other show?
We've had Carl on.
Carl,
Yeah.
I know. Carl and I are King Louie. Carl's brain is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
He's so funny.
So
Yeah.
fun. So, yes, and we will put that there. We'll also plug your social medias and stuff so that people can track you down
Yeah.
and watch you live.
Yeah.
Watch you be the true class act that you are.
Oh, yeah. Say some really weird shit on stage.
Yeah. And also maybe check you out hosting musical bingo.
Yeah. Starting next week, every Thursday at Cross Strain downtown. And then I don't know how often even the one with Elliot is.
I mean, if you get a steady gig, you'll be there weekly, or you might just be doing parties and stuff. But nonetheless, people can go to the music bingo people and they can request a host. So if people want to see you, they can say.
Or request 2 hosts to co-host.
I know. I do want to co-host a music bingo now. That would be so fun. All right. We'll get it in the works. We'll get it in the books. Either way, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This
I
was
had
a lot of fun.
hoot and a holler. Thank you, Grace, for everything you do and for informing us on the Ariana drama.
Yeah. I'm glad I know more about that now.
You're welcome. I expect you to look it up on TikTok and get the full scoop.
I mean, as someone I'm honestly suffering from brain rot from TikTok right now. I'm surprised that I haven't been.
Seen it.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I think I've scrolled past it, but I've just, again, if someone talks badly about Ariana, I just have to keep going. It's not my people.
I'll never say a bad word about her.
Thank you.
I don't know anything about her, so.
All right, we love you, Ariana. Thank you. Bye.